Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, Kohala, Yahweh, Bashim Yahshua, Bashim Kwakadash. Double honors to the apostles, a great millstone. Shalom to the Yakim out there on the highways and byways, knows in this right abroad, all around the world, to the spirit and power of our Lord Yahweh, Bashim Yahshua. So, real quick, I want to talk about the Sabbath. We all well know from the head apostles on down, we teach that the Sabbath is based upon the new moon, and which is true. You know, the Sabbath is based upon the new moon. It all depends on what day the new moon falls on there. You know, it's not from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. You know, even though, you know, the moon may come in on a Friday eve, you know, sundown, you know, but it's not based upon Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, you know. And you got Israelites that still go by that way, you know, which that comes from the so-called Jews. You know, they do that, you know, and really what they're doing is they're really worshiping the god of Saturn, you know, because that's what it goes back to, you know, paganistic worship. But we know that the Sabbath is based upon the new moon. So whenever the new moon comes in, and you count 7 days from that, that's the Sabbath, you know. But it so happened to happen on a Friday, you know, today, you know, which is July 9th, 2021. So it so happened to fall on a Friday sundown, on a Friday eve, the new moon came in, you know. So real quick, I just want to prove that, you know, what we teach, you know, that the Sabbath is based upon the new moon, you know. Because at the end of the day, how do we know that the Sabbath is in? You know, it's based upon the new moon, because the word moon just means month. You know, so you could tell whenever the new moon comes in, that's when you know that the Sabbath, that's the Sabbath. You know, so this is gonna be the book of Isaiah chapter 66 verse 23. And it reads, and it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another, and from one Sabbath unto another, shall all flesh come to worship before me, save the Lord. You know, so you have the new moon within the same scriptures and the Sabbath. So how do you know that the Sabbath is gonna come in? Because there was no such thing as, you know, Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You know, we didn't have that back then. You know, we went by, you know, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, and so on and so forth. You know, that's how we could tell. You know, when the that is the Sabbath. You know. So here, let me just jump to Genesis real quick. So this is Genesis chapter 1 verse 14. And God said, let there be light in the firmaments of the heavens to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and for years. So the moon, you know, talking about the moon, is for signs and it's for seasons and it's for days and years. You know, that's how we could tell, because the moon is a sign. You know, it's a sign. So that's how we could tell, you know, how the Sabbath comes in on the new moon. And real quick, jump to Ezekiel. So this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 46, verse 3. Likewise, the people of the land shall worship at the door of the gate before the Lord in the Sabbaths and new moons. You see, it says in the Sabbaths and new moons. So this is how we could tell that the Sabbath is based upon the new moon, And the elder apostle Tahar has been teaching this for years. But yet you still have Israelites that supposedly know the truth that's still going by the Friday sundown, the Saturday sundown, that's not the accurate, correct Sabbath. We gotta base it's based upon the new moon. So whenever the day that the new moon comes in, that's how we know that it's the Sabbath, because we could tell it by the new moon. So all this stuff that, this Friday, Saturday, the Friday sundown, the Saturday sundown, it's all bullshit. That's a paganistic holiday. That all goes back to the so-called white man. The so-called white man worships that. We follow after the new moon and the ways. We could tell by the Sabbath on how it comes in based upon the new moon, because the moon it's just a sign. This is how we could tell. Because we didn't go by Thursday, all these these paganistic that didn't exist back then. So it was day 1, day 2, day 3. So whatever day that the new moon came in, that's when that's when the Sabbath. That's based upon the Sabbath. Not this Friday, Saturday, this Friday sundown, the Saturday sundown. Even though that the new moon may come on those particular days, but it's not based upon the Sabbath. It's not based upon Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. It's based upon when the new moon comes in. So whenever the new moon comes in on that particular day, that's the Sabbath. That's how you correctly honor the Sabbath. So with that, this is just a quick hit, real quick. Shalom to the Akim out there on the highways and byways. And I want to say shalom and all praises and glories to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua B'Shem Ruach HaKodesh. And double honesty that apostles a great millstone.